tendon there, the tricep tendon, when that gets hit, it tends to make the arm more straight into it. So it comes that way, then I go through there, put them into this lock here. The other thing, using the same technique, is the dragging through. So the main thing is I have this rolling motion to make his shoulder roll. If his centre's too strong when I come through here, he's too strong. Step through there. Some escapes for this. The escape requires me to just stay connected, especially in the shoulder and the elbow. So here, I can make a wrist lock here, or just make that one go that way. Because I haven't lost this part, he hasn't taken this part. That lock requires that person to take that part to fold you. Other one, oh, sorry, you did to this one. So I let him go somewhat, then I drop this again. It comes that way. So we know when you want to touch him, you have this move. It's escape from that kind of thing. Your arms off lock, so we're definitely not straight. Arms off lock. You're turning one arm down, one palm down, one palm the other way. We're just doing this to start. So the movement will come from the elbow for what's happening with the hand, but I want you also to be making the elbow move too. So it's actually, if you feel your shoulder, you'll feel the turn coming from the shoulder as well. So the whole bit is turning. So we're alternating that. It's a good way of mobilizing the shoulder joint. And we're not going 100%, about 50 to 70%. So still we're aiming to relax into that. Being aware of the shoulder, aiming to relax the shoulder. Put your awareness inside the joint. Can you relax inside the joint? With practice you can. You can put your awareness right inside the joint. There's a meditation practice I used to do quite a lot of. It gave me the skills to be able to keep doing this. I put my awareness at the very front of the shoulder blade, which is actually against the chest wall, and relax muscles on the front of the shoulder blade, which you can't really touch with therapy. Some parts you can, but you can't all of it. I put my awareness into those spots. I can feel the muscle relax like all my life has never been able to relax. So putting your mind into different parts of your body, especially parts that can't be contacted by hands or needles for therapy, you actually can help release tension in those areas, become more aware of your body. The right hand, your palm come up, come in with the edge of your hand, and we'll just do this first. So you're keeping your fingers in line with your forearm the whole time. Coming in with the blade, bend. So you're keeping a little bit of strength in the fingers, otherwise it's just like this. There's a little bit of structure in the hand. And we're just coiling, turning, twisting. So bring your other arm in as well. So we're coming in with this edge, the little pinky side, as if you're cutting something here. Going down. And letting the palm turn with your arm. Yeah, now I want you to start to coil, so we'll go back to doing just the right arm. I'm doing a mirror image here. Come in here, then let the wrist bend and feed it through that way. Unwind, in through here, let the wrist bend, feed it through there. So your fingers are directed downwards. So this makes more of a spiral in the arm now. Other side, come in with the edge, bend the wrist, fingers go down. Yeah, aiming to keep your shoulder relaxed, so especially not coming up, so it's not going like this. Shoulder stays down. So we don't want your shoulder telling your ear little secrets still. Okay, so come back to here. So we're doing this. So when your hand turns over, so let's say that my right hand will be your left hand as it turns over. I'm turning my body to the left. Turn the other way. So we've got this motion going on here. So if I had a zipper on, my zipper goes sort of to the corner and then to the other corner. And you're turning to the palm that goes up, turns up. So we've got that there. Bend your knees, bend your hips. So start to put this in there. So we're turning the body. Just see if you can copy here. I'll face around the other way. Towards the turns towards the upward palm. A little bit turned out, probably most people find it more comfortable, a little bit turned out, not too turned out. The knee doesn't want to move properly then. So a tiny bit turned out with your feet, bending your knees, bending your hips there. So we're vertical with the spine, so we're not like this, and we're not arched with the back like this with the butt sticking out. So I'm tucking my pelvis under a little bit, so I'm tucking under that way so the body can be vertical. Sitting back in the hips, on the weight more in the heel for this first part. So I'm sitting into here. If I sat back any further, I'd tip. So I want you to find that point. See how far you can sit back before you were to go to tip. Because the common thing when we go into this is that the body wants to sit forward like this. So all the pressure's in my knees. This isn't good for my knees at all. It feels easy because the pressure's in the wrong kind of tissue. So I'll make the pelvis sit back here. Good. And then find the middle of your feet now, with your pelvis still sitting back. Okay, so from here, pushing your weight over that way. I think you can see my feet. I push my weight over here, so my right arm, your right arm, my left arm. I'm turning this way, palm up. I push the weight across. I'm going down the side of my body. Then I push the weight back across. Push the weight across again. So my arm goes that way and my weight goes that way. Come up, my fingers go this way and my weight goes that way too. I'm going down my side. So we're using this coil that we had in the arm before. So the knees stay off the lock. We're not locking the legs out with this one. My body's turning towards this palm, then my body's turning away, whatever you can comfortably do. Okay, let's see the other side. So you're pushing your weight over here, your arm goes this way, turn that way. Fingers come this way, you push your weight across, down the side of your body. The fingers go that way, and the weight goes that way too. So just 2 points here. We don't want this going right across your body like this. So it stays kind of down the side of your ribs. That's as far as it goes across. And the hand doesn't drop down too low here. So I'm still shooting out about this height there. So there's a big coil that goes through my body. So this coil here becomes more obvious when we add both arms. So make this a little bit bigger now, this motion. So I'm twisting, shifting the weight turning the body. Now let's try both. So as fingers go this way, fingers go this way. Turn. So your fingers are going same direction. Turn, same direction. And there's a real coil through the body. Coil. I just made it a bit bigger there, you don't have to make it that big. There's this twist through the body. So this affects every single joint in the body, this one. I used it as warm-up for my training today. Spent probably 5 minutes on this continuous. It's a good workout, everything warms up very quick. So we're aiming to feel both arms moving, coiling, twisting all the time. What commonly happens is that when you're first learning, you focus on the hand that you're looking at. Then it's like, oh, I've got to do this one. I focus on here, then it forgets here. I can do this one. So we aim to keep them going together. Arms always moving, weight shifting. Coming in with the blade of the hand, turn, coil. In with the blade of the hand, bend the wrist, coil. And I'm avoiding leaning here, so I'm not going like this or like this. I'm aiming to stay as vertical as possible, just turning here with the spine. Just a few more. When I teach this to my Tai Chi students, I start teaching it about 3 weeks before they need it in the form that I teach. So it gives them an idea of this kind of motion. Because this is definitely not a exercise that you master in 1, 2 or even 3 goes. You might get the concept, but to really feel this moving properly, there's quite a bit of time involved. So when I move here, I feel there's a kind of a figure 8 infinity sign. The way my weight moves, my knees move, and the way my hip moves here. So I'm focusing on making the waist connect. So the body turns, both arms being used. There's a coil from here. If your knees are getting sore doing this one, don't go as low. Make your stance a bit narrower, and also limit how much you're turning here. Make it a less of a turn with this part. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that today. I'll see you